Today we're in the studio, we're talking with our teens so that you can talk with your teens at home. And we're talking about dating and when you should start doing it. Now, probably for those of you watching at home, parents, you might be watching this because you're arguing about this one with your teens. And so we drug our teens in to help us process this. So tell us a little bit about AJ, you're 15, 17, what's your dating history?
Pretty much nothing. We're not very qualified to be talking about this right now.
Yeah. Well, no, I think actually you are qualified because there's a reason you haven't dated yet, and that's what we're going to get to here in a second.
You could be dating if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. It's not wrong to date, but I know that for some parents, they say, wait, hold on, not yet, and we're going to help that conversation along.
Personal opinion, wait till you're 50.
Really?
Well, just so you know, too, parents out there, we didn't have a hard and fast rule on an age. There wasn't an age by which we said, okay, now you're free to date whomever you want. We really wanted to kind of talk about some principles for them to keep in mind because they're going to continue to date after they're out of our house. So I'd rather them be smart about it, no matter what their age, than to be like, well, at 16, suddenly, magically, you know how to handle yourself.
Yeah. And we want you to take ownership for your own choices, and I'm sure parents and teens watching this want the same thing. So these are 3 questions to answer before you start dating. I'm going to say the question, you guys explain them. Number 1, what's the point in dating right now? You got to answer that question if you want to date. What's the point? Why is that an important question?
In my opinion, when you date, there's going to be 2 outcomes. Either you're going to get married or you're going to break up. And watching my friends go through their own breakups and heartbreaks, it doesn't look very fun. And chances are the person I'm dating right now isn't going to be the person I am married to. So for me, that just wasn't worth it to put myself through that to get what am I going to get out of it.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so AJ, what would you say is your friend's motive for dating? Why are they doing it?
I think the only reason that they do it is just to have fun.
Okay.
They just want to, go make out with a girl, do things, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But it's definitely just have fun.
All in the sake of having fun.
Yeah, and a lot of times the guys then use girl. I know when I was in high school, guys were using girls. And now maybe it can go both ways, but maybe nowadays it goes both ways. But a lot of times it was creepy guys that were just dating around and leaving just this trail, of damaged women, like girls that were hurt. And so I think I appreciate that you have chosen not to date. Well, plus nobody would date you, right? But no, it's not that you couldn't, it's that you've drawn a line and people recognize that and respect that. I like your second question that everyone should ask before they date. What will you give up? Explain that, Kens.
Yeah, this was the biggest one for me because my friends would hang out with their boyfriends every single day after school, all afternoon, all night, and every day, every weekend. They were just always with them because that's what they needed and to, fill the relationship. And I just really wouldn't have time to do that. So I would have had to give up, working hard in sports or in school to be with this person. And then, again, it's like, what are you going to get out of it? So I definitely don't regret my decision to work hard in school and maybe sacrifice a little bit in that area.
Well, plus one thing you give up too, because you were on the receiving end of that, is you lost out on some time with friends, right?
Yeah.
When girls start dating, they pull away from their friends and they just hang out with the one guy, and then that can be bad too.
And that's annoying because then when that guy breaks up with her, now she's back with you guys, but she's been checked out for 3 months or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So you're giving up friendships a lot of times.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I like the third question also. Last question. Does this person meet my standards? What do you mean by that? AJ, for you, what would you mean by that?
I don't want to be shallow, but definitely looks matter. Just a little bit.
Okay,
they can't, never mind.
No, that's true. Looks matter. What else matters as far as standards for someone if you would want to date them?
Respectful.
Yeah.
Mature.
Yep.
Intelligent.
Yeah.
And so for me, I looked around and didn't find those things. So I said, okay, I'm not going to push this. and I'm not gonna like force it just because it's what everyone else is doing.
Do you think people some of your friends have lowered their standards? Why would they do that? I don't understand.
Because in high school you don't have that many options, you know. It's the kids walking the halls with you. And my school wasn't very big, so and there were way more girls than there were guys. So they just kind of had to be like, okay, well, this is the next best option. So
parents and students, answer those 3 questions. We'll put them down below this video. Make sure that you can answer those questions. And young people, students, I encourage you to take ownership of this thing. If your parents are trying to point you in a certain direction, for you to really answer those questions also. Take ownership before you start dating.